right, so here he is, a man who needs no introduction. GSP, wildly popular, not just in his native Canada, but around the world. Many people, DC, believe, pound for pound, that George St-Pierre might be the greatest UFC fighter of all time.
He is one of the greatest fighters of all time. If there was an MMA Mount Rushmore, George St-Pierre would be on everybody's list of top 5 fighters of all time. Just an ability to mix everything together. He was truly the evolution of mixed martial arts. From wrestling, to striking, to the grappling. He was a guy that did everything and did everything well, and it made the level of mixed martial arts raise because everyone was trying to catch GSP.
And I got good news right next to him on that Mount Rushmore. Daniel Cormier. Raise that hand!
Come on, John.
George Rush St-Pierre, as usual, ready to battle as he tries to take home the title. All right, so here's Muhammad Ali making the walk to the octagon with much fanfare. A lot of people thought this moment would never materialize. I don't believe it.
You know, when people talk about the GOAT, it's always a conversation with people having opinions. Very rarely do you get a person almost universally considered the greatest of all time. That is what you get in Muhammad Ali when people talk about boxing. The guy has unbelievable hand speed, footwork, but it'll be his takedown defense that will allow him to find success inside the octagon. We're about to find out what the greatest can do, John, in an 8-sided cage. And you're right, most heavyweights in this division are going to test his takedown defense, but Plus Athlete doesn't even begin to describe it. We'll see how it goes for Ali here tonight. Muhammad Ali. We are set for our main event of the evening. And now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. The veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, George Rush St-Pierre. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
Well, there have been a lot of seminal UFC moments inside the world's most famous arena, and we're back at Madison Square Garden tonight, Chibi.
Who gets that shining moment in the world's greatest arena? I experienced it. I know how it feels to walk out of that octagon at MSG with a championship. Will you get that moment tonight? Oh, nice right hand. Yeah.
All right, early action here. We'll see how soon George St-Pierre can get one of his patented
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight. Oh, lands some big shots too. Big shot to the body.
Well, he has stayed busy and he has stayed accurate. Nice combination.
Again.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by George St-Pierre. Three minutes.
Oh, right into mount.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by George St-Pierre. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas.
He's got to be careful. can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just got to move. He's got to be careful here.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Saint-Pierre.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Well, he's got the ground and pound going now. Strong work from the top here by GSP.
Gotta be careful here.
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
30 seconds to go now. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. 10 seconds now in round one. Round two next. Wow, what a performance in that round. I'm no judge. I'm not sure a 10-8's even enough. Total dominance and nearly got the finish.
Total dominance. Almost got the finish, was able to hurt his opponent on multiple occasions. Didn't put him down now. He just hurt him. But maybe, just maybe, he will find a shot that will put him down once and for all.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
Second round here. Back to the huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Beautiful jab there by the champ. You know what's crazy? It was like in MMA back in the day, guys didn't jab a lot. It was all... Did not take too many of those.
All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single hook.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Really using his physicality to his advantage now.
He lifted up the neck and snuck his arm underneath to try to get a choke.
Oh, he's in trouble. Oh, that has got to be it. Yeah, Page and Alexio Linux. Somehow he got out, though.
Great job clearing the hips, facing, and getting out of that Ezekiel choke attempt.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by GSP. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. Saint-Pierre ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage.
Nice shot lands from the bottom.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up. Great job finding his shots from the top position.
30 seconds left.
All right, side control now. Looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here, DC.
Yeah, he's isolating it to try to get a Kimura. Notice him step over the head to try to get the Kimura.
You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. Was able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe.
10 minutes in the can.
This guy has no defense for it. Continue with your strikes, man. Even though it's going to be this easy. Keep striking him. He has no defense for it. Look here.
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. A lot of good work on the ground.
You knew, John, going into the fight, that if he was able to get this fight to the floor, he would have the most success, and you saw it in that exchange. He was able to get posture, land some really good ground and pound as the round came to an end.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Straight right is there.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Mixed the body there. Oh, big knee to the body. Well, if you are a young striker, you can do a lot worse than watching this guy work on the feet, perhaps trying to set up another hook here.
Yes, he is. He's definitely trying to set up another hook. You can tell by his eyes. He's taking peeks. He's sneaking looks at where he needs his opponent to be in order to land that shot. Oh, that was nice.
Saint-Pierre's looking for that arm triangle. Oh, look out, folks. That is tight.
It looks like it's getting going. Tight.
And that will do it!
Oh, my goodness!
What a fight! Absolutely remarkable what this fighter was able to accomplish here tonight. As you can see, the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique to set up the finish. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 42 seconds of round number 3. For the winner by submission, and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, George Rush Saint-Pierre.
All right, well, we have seen a definite uptick in the offensive grappling of George Saint-Pierre. And he gets the ultimate result tonight as he wins by submission.
He just continues to get better and better. I don't understand how this guy, at this point, with all the success that he's had, still has that will to learn. George Saint-Pierre is learning, and he's continuing to prove it inside the octagon.